Hello and welcome to Good Game Nation, where we bring you all things TCG. My name's Preston. I'm here with Sam. Say hello.
Hello, we're back doing more set 6 color review.
Yeah, we are jumping right into purple today, and pleasantly surprised with the results this set.
Oh, I am so excited because we've covered and we've been very honest about our feelings about purple on this channel. We don't pull punches. We want to give you the truth on how we feel. We've been excited for cards. We were a little excited for Iceberg. We really liked the idea conceptually. Didn't translate. And that's been the image of purple since very early in set 1. But now I think maybe we have something to actually be excited about. I think this, not only the color individually, but this leader is quite excellent.
Yeah, I agree. We weren't excited about set 5 purple, even though the leader is fantastic. The set isn't, it doesn't support that greatness. And I think this set actually supports its leader nicely, and it's a good archetype for everything that we've gotten for it so far, which is really nice.
Yeah, and I think I'm trying to decide where to start, and I kind of want to come back to the archetype. Funnily enough, red and purple has been receiving a ton of film stuff. We've been ready for it, but I think when we looked at red versus purple, I think purple has the cards that I think we need to highlight the most. And I'm going to start with this rare because we have a new kind of effect here. Zephyr has the ability to -1 Dawn and then negate something with someone's effect with 5,000 or less. That is the correct, right? Negate the effect of one of your opponent's characters during this turn. After that, if the character has 5,000 less, KO it. That is a incredible effect here.
Yeah, the condition has nothing to do with what kind of character. So you can negate an 8 cost or an 8k. It's just if it has 5k, you can KO it at that point. It's our first real negate that I can think of, and it's coming to purple, which is nice. It's coming to film, so red purple is a pretty nasty Uta deck in the making.
Yeah, this has to be a card when you're building that you hover over and you're like, like good thing we probably don't have cyborgs because or sideboards because this might be one of the first ads. It might come. It might come. You never know. But this is definitely a card to when you're building film to at least gloss over if you have the option. It's I think this works on everything. I don't think there's any exclusions here. So blockers, yeah, this is an interesting card.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how that gets ruled because we'll have to check if keyword titles get removed like blocker. That's a pretty jacked up thing to do. If it's cannot be KO'd by card effects, that's a great way to use this card to remove Borsalino and all of the other annoying cards that can't be KO'd that you just need to get rid of.
It removes his effect, and then it would kill him because isn't he 5k? That would be that's so funny. Oh, God, I love that. And then they received this Tesoro. I watched this movie, I don't even remember his name. -1 Dawn if your leader has film. Add up to 2 character cards with 4 or less that have film in their name to your hand. Another excellent effect. This is a wide variety of targets. Definitely really good towards the end of the game. Good strength, has counter power. Kind of checks all the boxes.
Yeah, getting things from the trash is really good, and we're going to see that reflected in the rest of this set.
Yeah.
It gives you, if you're playing it at the end game, it gives you 2k counters, or it could give you back a character that you need to keep your deck moving, give that energy back to it. A lot of utility in it, and that's really exciting to see. It really makes me worry about how good this red-purple deck is going to be, because red's already pretty good. Purple has some spice now. It could be really exciting to see Uta topping.
Uta topping. I love the idea of grabbing Nami film from this as well. I wonder what, if green purple flashes a little bit too. I'm wondering, a lot of good film decks could be coming out soon. Let us know down in the comments. Is film ready to take the storm? Let us know.
Yeah.
And then getting into this wonderful purple archetype, I'm really interested in see how these German characters play. I'm really interested in the archetype. They all have very similar effects. at least in their normal forms. They all have the same text, -1 Dawn, and then you pull out of the trash their Germasuit version, and the Germasuit versions all have their own unique effects. Most notable is definitely going to be Reiju. If you have less Dons, and you have 5 cards in your hand, you draw 2 cards. And drawing is excellent in card games.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
yeah, that's kind of the truth of it. And it gives you, at least gives purple an option to play more from their, everything. You're able to play from the trash, you're able to play from the field, you're able to draw cards. These are all things that purple has been, needless to better the word, lacking. And then when you look at the leader card, Reiju, once per turn, when you return a Dawn to your deck, draw a card. This is an excellent leader effect. Absolutely excellent leader effect.
Yeah, because everything in purple that has an effect, almost everything in purple that has an effect is a minus Dawn to do this, to do something, to do that, whatever. And especially the first few sets, that's all it is. So you're going to get a ton of value out of Queen. You're going to get a ton of value. Like, if you played the really early set Kings minus a Dawn to KO something, that's like, and then draw. Like, it's such a huge power play to be able to take something out of the board, get a card back to your hand. It's only -1 Dawn most of the time. That's not terrible, especially at the end game when you're like at 8 or 9 anyways. You're just going to get those 2 Dawn back at the beginning of your turn, so there's not too much. I think the main thing would be, just for this archetype, is having enough ramp.
Yep.
Because you're doing a lot of minus for these things. So if you go ham and you pull the Judge, and you get 4 of the non-raid suits, each one of those takes a -1 to get the raid suit out. So I don't know. It's a little expensive in that, but you could also not raid suit all of them, or you could get a couple, whatever you want. There's flexibility in the abilities here, which is cool.
Yeah, Reiju definitely lets you activate a lot of these. It really takes the really hard minus and turns it into a really solid, maybe even a slight plus. I guess it depends how you value the Dawn, but you're able to cover that weakness. There's so many cards in purple that add ramp. And then it turns all these really excellent purple cards that had value, like Queen, like you said, it turns into a draw 3, discard 1. It turns Miss Sunday into a serious draw. Reiju turns, it's Reiju minus, but the raid suit action to minus would let you draw, and then Reiju would draw on top of it. It's just a lot of pluses, and this isn't the only archetype that does a lot of minusing. We're seeing Luffy right now play a lot of Animal Kingdom pirates. Reiju is not really locked to this archetype, hypothetically. It's very, very universal effect, and we didn't even mention that she's blue. I don't know if you guys even noticed. Like, she has 2 colors, and you're able to add so much utility from blue. Really, it fits whatever the meta is kind of playing. I think this leader has a lot of potential.
Yeah, throw in a few ramp cards if you're feeling like it's sluggish. Add some counter meta with the blue. Get your removal, whatever is like the hot card that you need to be playing. Throw that into the blue side, and you have a pretty solid, like, interactive deck that feels like it's going to be super nice to play, being able to interact with your trash, being able to draw off of a lot of these things. It feels like you're playing cards when you're, like, a lot of the archetypes so far have been like a 1 or 2 thing. This has a lot of things that it's going for it. You're interacting. It makes it feel like you're playing a card game.
Yeah, this deck has a lot of ways to turn your minuses. Like, I didn't even mention, like, when you trash things, a lot of these cards say trash something. You're able to trash these raid suits because the regular forms bring them back. So, all these minuses that you're used to, in purple or blue, they're really taken away by a lot of the inborn mechanics into the leader, into the raid suits. So it's a really, really nice job. It's really excellent to see a purple set at least feel and sound in conception, in concept, very well done. And I would be shocked not to see Reiju in the tops for the next format.
Yeah, and their stage is a searcher.
Yep.
That comes with some help. You have to discard a card from your hand to activate it, which, like you were just saying, is beneficial to this deck.
Yep.
So the minus that we saw with like the Revolutionary Army last set, where you had to discard a card to search, you completely cancel out that minus and turn it into an opportunity, which is really nice.
Yeah, it's like you said, very interactive purple deck, which is much more than we can say for the other purple sets. So this is definitely a correct step forward, and I'm excited to see the next 3 or 4 cards that come out for this this purple set. Hopefully, we get a searcher that might turn this archetype into very, very good. So. We shall see next time in Dragon Ball. Oh, that's wrong. It's the wrong anime. Well, guys, yeah, wrong one. It's close though. Well, guys, that does it for our color view of purple. Let us know in the comments down below. Are you guys really excited about the Vinsmoke family? Tournament 6 seems a lot of fun to play at the very, very least. So I'm hoping we see that at some locals. I'm looking at you guys. And we will see you very soon for the color review that is next.
Black.
No, we'll see. We'll see. Bye, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye. It's gonna be black.
The only logical goal.
I don't know how the order chose itself. It's just the order. It's the order of the website.
Yeah.
Kind of wish they had like Transformers like on their wrist, like Power Rangers.
So funny.